We're all gonna sound good though.
Are we already rolling?
It's rolling.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right, everybody. Welcome to episode. You can go. It's all right. They're trying to ice the kicker over here, you know. But what they don't know is that it doesn't affect me. Okay, so. So welcome to episode 2 of the LifeLife podcast. I'm your host today, Bailey. I'm with my 2 co-hosts, Brandon and Cameron. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you for supporting episode 1. A lot of people reached out to us, and we're just super cool about it. Good energy, and yeah, we're thankful for you guys. We were kind of nervous. Episode 1, I'm kind of nervous right now, to be honest. But we're just a couple of buddies that just want to get together, have cool conversations, and we're learning as we go, and we hope you guys stick around. So please like and subscribe, because that's what I'm supposed to say, because I'm on YouTube, but also because we're little guys, and so it helps a lot.
You guys need to do like the little box that goes subscribe.
Subscribe and point down. Yeah, point down, point down. We'll have Media Lab put that in there.
Yeah,
so
please have my
thirds.
little script too. Yeah.
And bring on dope guests.
I want my Twitter at.
And bring on dope guests too.
Yeah.
Bailey will put his Twitter at, and then it'll be the air horns, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
We're going full YouTube.
Yeah. Follow us on TikTok too. So yeah, with that, I want to introduce our guest, a long-time friend of mine. She's an entrepreneur, she's a nurse, and she's the owner of LifeLine Coffee. So welcome, Melissa Cardenas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Good, yeah.
We're doing great. It's a beautiful day here in Tri-Cities. A little cold, but you know, sun's out.
It's always windy here.
I know.
Even if it's beautiful outside, the wind.
I think that's why they call it the Windy City.
It's actually Chicago.
It was a good effort, though.
Yeah.
San Diego. So yeah, I just kind of want to start with you talking about your upbringing and like what got you into nursing and then business. I kind of know your timeline, but can you kind of like talk about what led you in that direction to even become a nurse first?
Yeah,
Nurse first.
It's not a very exciting story. I don't know. Okay, so the story I tell everybody is that I was in 7th grade and I was taking this class, Avid. I don't know if you guys heard about it.
I think
it's
I've
like
heard of it.
It preps you for college or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember we were like going over careers and nursing came up. I was like, oh, nursing sounds cool.
Yeah.
So 7th grade, that's kind of when I decided I was going to become a nurse. And then that was it. Like I went through high school, obviously, graduated from Chihuahua in 2012. And then I went to CBC. Did all my prereqs there for like, I think 4 years. I took a break in between putting my application in and getting accepted. It was like a year break. And then I got into the nursing program and graduated in 2018. After that, I took 6 months off after graduating. I opened up the coffee shop, ran it for 6 months with my little sister. And then once it kind of got going a little bit, I hired some employees. I got a job at a hospital here in town, and I've been there for 3 years, a little over 3 years. I actually put my 2 weeks in a while ago, so my last day is the 27th of this month, and I'm going coffee shop full time.
Oh,
That's exciting.
Hey,
Yeah.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
Yeah.
We love to hear it.
Fully committed.
It's been a journey. Sometimes it's scary because I feel like I'm like, ooh, am I quitting my big girl job like prematurely, you know? But I think it'll be good. Nursing's not going anywhere anytime soon, and
You probably feel like that too, because I mean that's a lot of studying, right?
It
Nursing,
is.
tons of studying, tons of chemistry, and
not only that, but like if I set my mind to it in 7th grade, like that's, I don't even know how many years, like over probably like 10 years,
like
Yeah.
300 years.
like a long time, you know,
a long time.
for one goal, and I achieved it, and then it's like, okay, I did it for 3 years, and now I'm out for
Wait,
a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
What I like about that though is that you did something that was like very difficult for a lot of people to like just commit to studying to become a nurse and whatnot. But then you're like, not enough. I kind of want to spend my time like opening a business.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that?
I don't know. Well, growing up, my parents, they've owned a couple businesses. Yeah. basically my mom, she had a child care company for a while, and then they opened up a convenience store. So I've kind of just been around business my whole life. Okay. And in a way, I always told myself I wasn't going to go into business because it does tie you down a lot, right? Growing up watching my parents, I mean, they're like workaholics. They work from sun up to sundown. And I was like, I do not want that at all. But now I'm learning that if you manage it properly, it works. You can have all the freedom in the world. And I mean, it'll be tough for a while, you know, getting it started or whatever, but just kind of trial and error type
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
But as far as getting the coffee shop going, I do owe a lot to my parents. They kind of planted the seed in my head.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why don't you just open up a coffee shop here on the east side? There's nothing around. We have the building for you. And I was like, no. And then I would pass by all these local coffee shops and see the lines. And I was like, you know what? It can't be that hard. Let me just try it. I have nursing to fall back on if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So were you passionate about, you know, just being an entrepreneur, starting your own business, or like how did you know you wanted to go the coffee route?
I think I just wanted to dip my toes in, honestly, at first. I was like, if it works, cool. If it doesn't, at least I can say I tried, and I'll just do nursing, whatever. I know it's a good career regardless. Mm-hmm. And then I started seeing it actually pull in revenue, and I was able to still work full-time as a nurse and still make decent money with the coffee shop. So.
And the branding is pretty tied to your old occupation now, since you put your 2 weeks in. But maybe talk a little bit about
I still have my license, okay?
You have your license. Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm still a nurse. Just
yeah,
kidding.
you're still a nurse. No, definitely.
Nurse.
Forever.
I know. It's kind of scary, though, because I'm like, oh, since I quit, like, am I supposed to rebrand myself, you know? Because, like, I know I'm still a nurse, but, like, I don't know.
Branding is huge these days. I mean, with social media, right?
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Is that like your biggest decisions now with business, or is it like day-to-day operations, or what do you think is like the biggest problem you're trying to solve? You know what I mean? Because like branding is just like, I mean, like if we go back to 2020, like there was a lot of stuff that happened with brand, like, you know, who you supported, who you didn't support, and like what's like the purpose behind like the funds that go in there and like all that stuff. So do you, what is that why you're thinking like, hey, maybe I need to rebrand?
No, I'm just thinking I need to rebrand because I'm like, what if people think I'm like a fake now?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You know, like it's a very shallow reason. But
well, I also think having that nursing background too, and being kind of in line with LifeLine, you know, you appeal to that, you know, first responder, the healthcare provider kind of audience too, and they're gonna feel like they're represented outside of just their line of work.
Yeah.
And so I can see that as like an advantage to just the branding of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you've done like in the past and probably current as well, a lot of discounts or promotions for them. Yeah. So which is awesome. So
every first of the month.
Every first of the month.
For free drinks.
Give that a plug right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. First of the month, you heard it here first. Free drinks.
For like I'll let you cover it.
First responders, nurses, EMTs, firemen, policemen.
Hey, I want to back up a little bit just to like mindset, because like a lot of people want to start a business, and you know it's easy to come up with excuses of like why you can't do it. I don't have the money right now. The timing's not right, the market, whatever. I know you talked a little bit about your parents, but how did you like kind of get into that mindset? Because I think it's like a mindset that you have to get into to like want to pursue business and want to problem solve and want to put in the extra hours. Like, is it solely from your parents, or do you feel like you've always kind of had like that kind of mindset?
I think I've had like a little niche for it, you know, like maybe a little mindset. But are we allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mindset a lot of the time was just like a fuck it mindset.
Yeah.
Like whatever, just do it.
What's
the worst that can happen? Yeah. You know? And then going into it, I feel like I'm going to relate this to having children. I don't have any children, but I feel like it's like a thing that you're never going to truly be ready for. It's like you're going to start it and it's going to become a thing, and it's your responsibility basically to like keep it going and help it grow. And
It's like your baby.
It's like my houseplants.
Yeah.
Houseplants.
You can't
You
say
gotta
it's your-
nourish it, you know.
Yeah, you can't say it's your baby because the soccer moms will get mad at us. But
What?
no, just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what?
The soccer moms.
Hey, so something that's way different than all of this, but we talked a little bit about this before. I want to kind of talk about euphoria.
Oh God.
Euphoria.
yeah,
I mean, that's a
okay.
big topic.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
it's a big topic.
It is.
Whether you're gonna hate on it or not, you probably think, oh man, this guy's gonna talk about
You've
euphoria.
at least heard of it.
You've heard of it, and it's like it might be on the level of like Breaking Bad and like
It's up there.
I think it has to be
It's
up
up
there.
there.
I think it has to be up there. But anyways, we were talking about like its influence on like a lot of parents are getting upset, right? Because it's like it's pretty intense, but I don't know. You have a different perspective on it, right?
I'm not. People might come at me. I'm not a huge fan. I can't really get into it. I don't know. It's just not my thing. But as far as I have watched it, I'm like up to date.
Okay.
I like watch it, but like I'm not like super into it. Anyways, it does have a lot of like graphic content, and it touches a lot of like touchy subjects. So as far as like, what was your question? Like,
Just what you
impact on
think
what?
its impact. I mean, I you know, a lot of people on social media are like giving their 2 cents about how people handle relationships, how jarring it is and whatnot. And I just think it's interesting to get everyone's perspective, and I think it just, if anything, it just lets us know that there's no one right way to do things. Like a lot of the way that people handle things, the way what people are into, how people want to be labeled or not labeled, or just I don't know. It's just really impactful. I think. I just want your thoughts, honestly.
I think it can like I said, there's a lot of graphic stuff, so I think it can be triggering for a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just, I mean, it's a show. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you think it's too graphic for your kids, I don't know. You're the parent. Do something about it. You know, put restrictions.
Yeah. Shout out Drake. He's a producer on it. So.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
That's why I watched it. I mean, Zendaya's cool too, but yeah.
Well, the score on it, so the music, I mean, it's next level.
Yeah. Well, so one of the appeals I've always thought is it's like, I feel like it's shot like a music video. Like every scene they have, just the cinematics of it reminds me of a music video, the way it goes. And so, I mean,
Every scene
now
was
knowing
cool.
Drake
It was
is
cool,
on there,
yeah.
like it makes sense too. And,
Makes sense,
Zendaya
yeah.
has a background in that as well. And yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And whether you appreciate it or not, every scene I feel like tells a story in
Yeah.
its own right. So yeah, just the cinematography of it is just next level. But yeah. Say that again, Media Lab? A1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Media Lab.
Sorry, guys. My answers are probably very disappointing.
No,
and you
no,
guys
no,
are
no.
super into
Everybody
it.
has their own perspective.
Honestly,
no.
I know we want to have a mixture of business talk and just like stuff that's going on too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have a developed thoughts on it, but you know, people are talking about it, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I bring it
Yeah,
up.
it's-
But
Yeah, it's definitely trending.
hey, so what's next for you? What stuff do you want to accomplish like going forward? Obviously, you've made a big milestone for committing, 100% with your time to this. What are you thinking?
So actually, we're getting pretty close to opening up a second one,
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's
Yeah.
another round of applause.
Yeah.
which is why
Arturo clap. Shout out Arturo.
which is why I pretty much quit working as a nurse full time. But yeah, I'm hoping we open April-ish. There's a lot of just like little details
Yeah,
to do
I'm
and
sure.
stuff like that. But the location will be right down the block from my original location, which kind of has a lot of people like, well, why would you do that? It's so close to the other one. But this one, it'll be a sit down.
Oh, okay.
And it has a commercial kitchen, so I'll be like selling a little bit of food.
Sweet.
Nothing too fancy schmancy, but just like quick bites,
Small
you know?
bites, yeah.
And then another thing is, I don't know if you guys heard, but like on the east side, Amazon is going up.
Shout out Eastside, Pasco.
Yes, it's really growing.
Born and raised.
Same.
Hey.
Well, I moved to the east side when I was like in 5th grade, and I grew up there basically.
Okay.
So I've seen it really develop in the last 10, 15 years. Like, it's insane.
It's booming.
It really is.
I mean, all that outside land's going to eventually be filled up, and we're going to be like, oh, remember when all this was bare?
Well, even just like A Street, that big piece of land that's Amazon's getting built on. I guess they're building some like huge commercial greenhouses by Amazon.
I haven't heard of that. Yeah.
And did you guys know that these Amazon buildings are some of the biggest warehouses in the North America?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Bezos.
It's crazy. What if he comes to the east side?
I'm sure.
That'd be crazy.
If it's the largest, there's got to be some.
Yeah, he's going to come by.
I heard that this one that's going in Pasco is going to be like one of the top 5 in the entire
Yeah.
U.S. Like, yeah.
It's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to buy land.
Not anymore. It's
Buy
probably
land
stupid
right now,
expensive.
guys.
Yeah. Where's your original location in Pasco though? So for the viewers,
So it's on the east side.
east side. Yep.
Address is 2120 East Lewis Street.
Lewis Street.
It's kind of heading towards a flea market.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Make sure you guys swing through and get your coffee.
Yeah.
Yep. Stay on the lookout.
We'll put a little bar right here, like, of all the information.
Put your Instagram handle because you're pretty active on Instagram.
Yeah,
Definitely.
on our business one, yeah.
Yep.
I try to be. I've been kind of slacking, but I'm hoping to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, that's important. We're trying to do a TikTok after this. So.
Shout out Cameron.
I'm ready to see the dance
That's what I'm here
moves.
for.
Are
Yeah,
they
those little
dance
dances.
moves?
Yeah, we got to get on
We
the
might have to have the
trends,
guest in there too.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, no. I'm not a dancer.
Hey, people
Neither are
hate.
we.
I'm going to need some shots.
Joey.
People hate on TikTok, but Pop Smoke like TikTok. So I mean, rest
Okay.
in peace to the
R.I.P.
Woo.
Yeah.
Listen, I used to be a hater. I used to tell myself, I'd be like, I'd never get a TikTok. That's so like, what are these people, 12-year-olds?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. And now I can't get off of it.
Do you guys remember, were you on it? So in like 2020, right when the pandemic was kind of starting, like there was this weird thing where like people were on TikTok, but it was like nobody wanted to admit they were on TikTok. Were you on it then? Like you were keeping it on the down low.
That's
and
me
like,
now.
That was my full hater mode. I was like, ew, TikTok, that's so, no.
I know, that's what I would
now.
find myself in conversation. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's super weird. And then like I'd be on TikTok that night just scrolling for hours.
You'd go to the bathroom and be like,
be like, yeah, I gotta get my fix. You know?
You just see like the weirdest things. Like people are just like setting up dominoes and like while they're eating like or doing one of those ASMR videos. You know those? Yeah, I don't know.
why do you guys
sound.
think we're so like infatuated with TikTok? Like these little small 15-second videos of people doing literally nothing and they have like millions of views.
What's our attention span is just
What are we,
so
goldfish?
little.
Just kidding.
Well, I also
much,
think it's
yeah.
it appeals because it's so average. You know, it's like you'll see these like I'm gonna use Vine for example. Like Vine, there was this core group of
Shout out Vine.
Shout out
Vine was
Vine.
dope.
There was this core group
RIP.
of creators where they were like, you know, you would see the same people over and over. But I feel like with TikTok, it's like anybody can go viral. Like
Yeah.
you can post a video and not expect anything and you could get, 500,000 views on it. And so you're not only seeing like these funny people, but from all over the place that normally don't have a platform. And I think that mixed with the short attention span it's incredible in the way it works.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Was Vine the 6-second one or
Yeah.
super quick?
Yeah.
So that's the OG.
yeah, that was the OG. That's
yeah,
where a lot of
remember
I
that.
feel like the people on YouTube, like a lot of them got their start on Vine.
Wasn't Andy Milonakis like the king of Vine?
Andy Milonakis. Yeah,
was
that
it?
guy.
Was it that? Or was
Yeah,
it YouTube?
he-
Or was it early YouTube?
I think it was early YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. He was crazy
I can't
though.
remember,
Shout
but
out to
yeah.
that guy. I mean, I don't even know what he's doing these days. But you guys know Andy?
he was on another podcast I watch, and he doesn't age. It's kind of weird. He's like 45.
He had an MTV show, right?
yeah,
For a
yeah,
while?
Andy Milonakis show.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, and then you got like these media giants like David Dobrik. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
see him and he's all over the place. Like him, he was on Vine. He was deep in that, and like Josh Peck and like all them.
Oh, Josh Peck.
Yeah,
Who's that?
you Drake and Josh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My sister watched that show. I don't know.
you weren't into
Whatever.
Drake and Josh.
he was in the background watching.
No, I was
Yeah.
watching like Jimmy Neutron or something, and like.
Well, that
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Jimmy Neutron was probably before Drake and Josh. So Drake and Josh,
Yeah.
it was Nickelodeon. So.
I would turn it off before. Yeah. Oh, Jimmy
Before
Neutron
what?
had Sheen. Well,
You would turn it off before what?
I would turn it off before Drake and Josh started, but
Oh, okay.
but also it
It'd
just
be like 4 o'clock. Can't watch it.
Bedtime.
but Jimmy Neutron just reminds me of Sheen, you know.
Shein. No, Shein.
Is it Shein?
Shein.
No, because Sheen is, you know, from Jimmy Neutron. That's still, we're still debating on what it's called.
Like Ultra Lord Sheen, right?
yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, shout out to
that's-
Sheen.
Yeah.
Shout out Sheen.
Yeah. Hey, so should we do flights?
Flight of
or
the
what?
week.
Yeah.
Is Joey good for the flight of the week? Yeah, Arthur's gonna get him in a little bit. I want to circle back. Okay. So back to like small business owners. If say there's somebody out there listening, what are maybe one or two recommendations of like characteristics? I think you mentioned time management is something that you kind of developed and blossomed. What would you kind of recommend to the viewer if they're wanting to, you know, they want to jump in, take that risk to start a business, whether it's really, really small, maybe it's just a clothing shop, or maybe it's something as large as having a storefront like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any
Like advice?
advice. Yeah, because you've been through it. So
My first advice would be just do it.
just do it.
Just fucking
Your
do
motto.
it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
do
Your
it.
motto.
Like Nike, just kidding. But no, really, just do it. Figure out a plan. Obviously, I don't want to say be dumb, but that's not the right word. But just don't be careless.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
have a somewhat of a backup plan in case it doesn't, because not everything's gonna work out, right?
Yeah.
Be okay with trial and error. Be okay with it not always working out. There was days when I first opened, like for the first 6 months, I was only making $30, $40 a day. Like,
Yeah.
and then days that we would make $100, I was like, oh, it was busy today. And now, I mean, I've made enough, you know, to quit my full-time job.
Yeah.
So-
You stuck with it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
and just see the process through, you know, don't give up so easily. Try to stay positive, have a good support system around you. That's constantly feeding you positivity. And
Do you have like a group that you kind of like lean on for business stuff?
I do, but my parents, I would say my parents are like my biggest supporter.
foundation.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like my biggest supporters. My dad, he like helped me through nursing school and like even just the business. And then like they came from Mexico, you know, like they didn't know
Yeah.
anything, and they've been able to build a pretty successful life for themselves, even though they're still working. And I'm like, you guys can probably retire now, but I think they're just so used to work that.
Yeah. Sounds like they're really hard workers, and
Yeah.
then it's kind of trickled down to you.
Yeah.
Obviously. So
That's a weird thing though. Retirement is like this
For
word-
Hispanics?
just in general. It's like what does retirement even look like to someone, right?
Yeah, I think it
retirement
looks
looks different to
different,
everyone, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
unique.
it's what lifestyle do you want to live, and at what point do you stop to sustain that lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you want to do like a hobby that just supplements enough, you know, or maybe you want to keep working. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to always problem solve, or like always go after a project. Like even just doing this, like it's just a fun thing to like figure out. Like, oh, we got to do this step. We got to do this step. We got to do TikTok so we can get followers. Like it's just fun
to
to
go viral.
It's just
Go follow
fun.
our
It's just fun.
TikTok.
It's just fun to tackle different projects and just go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I feel like I'm always gonna do that. I'm never gonna be like retired where I'm just like watching The Price is Right all day. Or I don't know.
But it'd be nice if you have the option to, right?
Exactly.
Like you
Yeah.
always
Work on
want
it.
the
The
freedom.
option.
Yeah. It's the freedom.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
freedom to choose what you want to
Yeah.
do.
That's how I
whether
kind of
that's
am too.
working, hobby, watching The Price is Right, going golfing, traveling,
Yeah.
whatever it is, spending time with your grandkids,
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
is. So
Hey, but some of these kids that are like 17 are retiring right now because they're getting into crypto. Hey,
Crazy.
I can't talk on that. So
all I know is that it's happening. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, sorry.
So I just want to
Arturo's distracting me.
circle back really quick to kind of what Brandon had asked. So along that line, kind of what was something you saw in the beginning of your business that it was more challenging than what you had expected, and like how did you kind of push through that to become as successful as you are?
I think it was days where I wasn't making that much, and it was like kind of disappointing. It was like, damn, am I really going to be able to sustain this for like X amount of time, or like how? So then I feel like that's when I started. So I used to listen to Gary Vee. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
heard of him.
Oh gosh.
I
was kidding.
But one thing that always stuck with me was he said people like free shit. And I feel like doing giveaways is like the way to go on
Period.
social media.
Yeah.
Doing giveaways and having like obviously a Instagram page, like trying to have like the aesthetics of whatever you have.
That lines with your brand and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important.
Instagrammable.
Yeah, but giveaways is like I feel like what really helps me bring in people. Doing like be like, hey, tag one person and you'll
Yep.
get a free drink, and you have like 600 comments, and
Yeah.
even if 3 of those people are new customers, that's 3 people that you didn't have, you know.
And it pays
So-
for that giveaway.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
tagging new people that didn't know of LifeLine before, and then it just trickles on and on
Yeah.
and on. So
They
So-
bring a drink to their boo or to their
Yeah,
aunts
yeah.
and
To their grandma.
to their
Their
grandma. Shout out grandma. I know you're watching.
So yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're
Joey's ready.
Yeah, Joey's ready for the flight of the
we're gonna
week.
fly of the week. I'm gonna hop off.
Shout out Joey.
You can hop on here.
He's the man. You may have seen him in episode 1. Since then, he's evolved. Arturo in the pic.
What's up, guys?
Hey Joey, how's it going, man?
Good, good. Welcome back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joey.
Melissa.
Nice to meet you, Melissa.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
All
sir.
right. Cheers, guys.
Oh,
So what-
cheers. I don't know what's going on.
So what?
All right. So the feature of the week, or are we calling it feature of the week? Flight of the week. Flight of the week. Is Ice Harbor Brewery. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but
Oh, yeah.
they're a huge staple here in the Tri-Cities.
Oh yeah.
They're a brewery over in Kennewick. They got their start in 1997, and they're still around. They make awesome beer. They brew their own beer. This one that we're tasting today is called the Tangerine Hefeweizen, aka the Experience.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
like
what they call it, the Tangerine Experience.
That's a good.
But yeah, it's an award-winning Hefeweizen, believe it or not. It's won I think 6 medals on fruit beer. It's very, very smooth, very light.
Olympic level beer.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what we're
I
talking
love
about.
it.
I love it.
Yes, Olympic level beer. I mean, it's one of the beers that I want to keep on tap. You know, as a rotating. I don't want it to be rotating. I want to keep it on tap because I'm all about supporting local and you know, being able to you know, help out other breweries and stuff like that. And 2, it tastes good.
Yeah, they got 2 locations, right?
Yeah, they just
They got like
opened
an
up a new
old
one.
school one where they
Mhm.
brew, right? And then they
Yeah.
got the one on the marina.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
okay.
yep. So they started, like I said, they started in '97. 2 guys from here, I believe, and they just started making beer. I mean, I have a passion to make beer. I just don't have the patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a long process. Yeah. Well, cool.
But it's brewed with tangerine.
yeah, this is
so it's a wheat beer.
it's a good summer
Oh, for sure.
summer beer, right? With the citrus and
Yeah, it's brewed with tangerine. It's a wheat beer, which is why it's a you know, it's a Hefeweizen. So
the Hefe is like the intro into beers. If like someone was telling me, hey, I want to get into beers, it's either for me it's like Pilsner, which is like, you know,
Yeah.
like not very strong.
yeah, Pilsners are the lighter ones.
Yeah, but a Hefe is like it's more beer, but it also has more flavor.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a little
It's
not-
near
not as
it's near
harsh.
it's near the beginning, like the lagers and the pilsners.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lagers are, you know, stuff like you know, like Budweiser and stuff. But
Yeah.
like
But like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. It's really smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. It's for somebody that doesn't like the very, very hoppy taste, like he was saying. Yeah, very smooth, very flavorful. Yeah, I'll keep it on tap. I've always have it on tap. So if you guys are interested to come try out some local stuff, this is definitely one that I would recommend for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we just want to say thank you again too for letting us use this space. We were telling them, you know, episode 1 we had you on. We're learning whatnot. We're nervous the first one. I was still kind of nervous this one, but we're thankful for your guys'
No,
support.
for sure. Like
for sure.
for sure. Like I said before, I'm all about, you know, throwing the spotlight on local businesses,
Thanks.
local business owners, I'm all about helping, the community and doing what I can, as far as, even if it's something small as letting you guys come in and do your thing here. So,
Hey, one thing before I forget, so March 5th.
Yes.
Is the Jorge Masvidal
Yes.
versus Colby Covington. If you guys don't know, you guys should check that fight out. It's gonna be a sick one.
Yeah. Did you guys know he started out street fighting?
Yeah, with Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, with Kimbo Slice. I just found that out like not even 2 days ago. I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
That's so cool, man. He started out. Kimbo Slice is the reason why he's big right now. Kimbo Slice was the one that was like, hey, I got a guy that can fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was just a little guy just in Miami, just street fighting.
You got to watch out for those little guys. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but so we're gonna host we're from now on we're hosting all the UFC fights.
Okay.
No cover, no charge, no nothing. As long as you guys come out and have a good time, that's all we care about.
That's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are fun. I don't know if someone was trying to get in, if I was trying to get someone into the sport, that's definitely one that I would tell people to check out.
So we'll host all the UFC fights. We'll host all the major boxing fights. A lot of people are going towards UFC, so it's not that big, but we'll host like the major boxing fights, like if Canelo ever fights.
Yeah, shout out Canelo.
Shout out Canelo for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I definitely have an update. I'm looking to open up the rooftop probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm shooting for shooting for late March.
Yeah. We need a clap for that, guys.
Yeah.
Rooftop opening up.
I get it. I get asked at least 10 times a night. It's crazy. Yeah. But for me, I just don't want to bite off more than I can chew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I learned early on with my other businesses. You know what I mean? And I'm the type of person that if I want something, I go for it. And it was very, very hard for me not to use the upstairs when we first opened, because I'm like, oh man, I want it. I want to show, Tri-Cities a badass rooftop vibe, But, my wife was like, hey, you need to slow down. Remember what happened last time? So, it's just one of those things where I just wanted to, get the floor level situated and all the kinks worked out. And we still have a lot of kinks, but from the last time that we spoke, I feel like we've, evolved 10 times better. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, going up. And I'm sure you can attest to this, when you first open and, trying to get all those kinks out. Yeah. So it's just it's pretty tough. So
Everyone has their opinion too, huh? How to run your business.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm always willing to listen.
Yeah, look, I know we talked about that too, and I was talking to the guys, like even just starting this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everyone has like their, and I don't hate it. I love that people are supportive,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they just want the best.
Mm-hmm.
They have an idea in their head of how they would run it and whatnot. And I love it. It's just I don't know. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so Off-Light Podcast. If you say that, if you say that to the server, you'll get 10% off here.
Just mention the Off-Light Podcast. Just mention you listen to the episode 2. We have an Off-Light Podcast discount that we're offering to all your listeners. Just to collaborate with your guys' following and help get your guys' following up there.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and guys, please take advantage of it. It's a cool environment here. Joey's supporting us, so we want to support him as well. So go out there and have a brewski, like have one of these Olympic beers right here.
Yeah, for
citrus
sure.
taste.
Yeah, definitely go try this one. This one was good. I mean, I'm already done over here.
You already slammed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, there's a reason why they won 5-6. I think it's 6 medals. Yeah, over the fruit beer.
That's Michael Phelps numbers. I don't know.
Yeah. So definitely welcome. Thank you for
Thanks.
thank you for coming out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear the podcast.
Well, all right, cool. So thank you guys for watching episode 2. I tell these guys all the time, at the end of the day, it's the end of the day, and today's that day. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow Melissa on social media. Follow LifeLine. Follow Joey. Come out here, have a beer. Hit us up. Let us know what you think, and thank you.
Cheers, guys.